Hello, and welcome to Starting Out Solitary. It is week 6, I want to say. Is it week 6? I don't remember. My brain. Anyways, I am your Thursday host, AshCraft. And this week, we are going to talk about failed magic. Yeah, I'll admit, I have actually failed quite a bit in magic. When I first attempted to start, when I first started magic, I was really young, and, snot-nosed little kid not knowing anything. This was actually before my teenage years. I saw something on the internet. I was like, oh, that's cool, so, let's try it. And nothing happened. I actually didn't know that, you can just say a few things or write something down and it would happen. But as I got older and started to when I started to actually study more, it made more sense to me, basically. You all know that I don't have the means to actually do rituals and bigger spells, so I myself, I just stick to the little things, like candle magic, or simple wishing spells, or even prayers for that matter. Actually, talking about that, I know this is a little off topic, but last week was the first time that I actually did write something myself. I usually just, get help from others, or oh, hey, try this one out, and that's usually what I do. But last week, I sat down, I had the music going, I was drinking a little bit, so I was actually out of my own head for a change, and just grabbed a notebook and a pencil and started writing, and, well, yeah. Have I really had the chance to try it out? No. It's just a prayer anyway. But no, really, it's all about intent, how you feel, what you want to happen. You've got to actually not just write a spell down and, cast a spell. You actually have to make it happen. And what I mean by that is, you can't just write something down and, just like that it's going to happen. You have to do things in your life to work towards the spell working. I had to learn that the hard way, actually. Sorry, I'm not actually looking at the camera. I'm looking around me, and it's like 8 o'clock right now, so it's getting pretty dark. I don't really have much to say at this point. I have failed quite a bit, and when I look at my personal life, not just, my private life, I come from a bloodline of failures. Well, not really failures, more like misfits and people who try their damnedest and nothing ever happens. Yeah. But, I'm still learning. I look at my failed attempts as a learning experience. Instead of writing everything down, I always have it in mind. I think about what I did wrong or what I could have done to do better, and the next time I attempt to do that spell, I change certain things, hoping that it'll work. And like I said, I'm still learning, and I just do simple spells, like I was saying. So yeah, no, this video is actually kind of hard for me. I always overthink shit like this. Writing it down really helps, but then I'm stuck, reading out of the book, and it's just a pain in the ass. Kind of like what I did last week. I had the piece of paper and I was reading from it. my brain never shuts off. I'm the kind of person that worries a lot. I worry about every little detail. Even the irrational fears. I think about them nonstop, and that really plays a part in my craft as well. I've tried to do things out of desperation, out of anger, out of lost hope, and it's never worked for me. I'll be straightforward. The situation that I have, I've lived with my grandparents my entire life. They've raised me since I was 6 months. They technically are my mom and dad. I'm 24, my grandpa, he's 64, my grandma's 63. My grandpa has emphysema, and, it really could be any day. And same with my grandma, she's got it's either a blood spot or a tumor on the brain, and she's got sarcoidosis in her spine, her lungs, and I don't have a job, I don't have a car, or my license for that matter. I dropped out of school at 16, and around here you have to have an education to do something. I don't have the ability to, do classes online, and so my best bet's going to the community college, but I need a vehicle to do so. But anyways, once my grandparents are gone, I'm pretty much out on the street, and so like most people, I do things for money, like odds and ends. I work around for different people doing things like that, and magic-wise, I do simple bay leaf wishing spells, for more money here and there. And I have seen like small amounts of increases, like a couple days after I do it, I might get like $5 or $8, small amounts like that. I've even tried stuff for the lottery, and it's never worked. And I never really thought much of putting like the intent into it, and where I don't meditate or actually ground myself and things like that. It's kind of just tough all around, and I'm trying to help myself out, I'm trying to help my family out the best I can, and it just doesn't seem to work. So I keep all that in mind. I know what I want, and it's just being able to do it is the hard part. Like I've got so many obstacles, and I'm trying to overcome everything, and that's one thing that I'm actually trying to do. I'm trying to overcome just as much as possible, and try to keep that in mind when I do my craft. Like I have to think about everything. I'll be right back. If it gets too dark outside, I'll finish this video inside. So, anyways. At the risk of running this video a lot longer than what it is now, sorry, it's like 3:54 in the morning, and just now getting around to doing the second part to the video. I've been working on the internet all day today, trying to get it to work for the family, and I still haven't got it to work for my laptop yet, so I've still got one more idea, and the video should be uploaded, on time or a little late. But anyways, oh wait, before I go anywhere, I'm actually in the house for a change. I'm in the kitchen. There's a cabinet, front door, dog food, refrigerator, stove, so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm sitting at the kitchen table. Basically what I've been trying to say this entire video, I don't really put as much intent and thought into my craft or my spell work or whatever. I know what I want to do and I do it, and it just isn't enough. Like I was saying before, you know, I try to do stuff for the family, you know, like if there's a lot of, you know, tension or arguing, you know, I try to light a candle or say a blessing here and there, but I never follow through with it myself, you know, like something gets said and, you know, I argue back, so, you know, that doesn't really help out there. And so yeah, no, I'm still learning, I really am. And it all really has been a learning experience for me. And maybe I should write this down more. And yeah, this video didn't go as I planned. Hey, look, it's a moth. Hey. Sorry, but anyways, let me recap. I complained a little bit and talked a little bit about some personal issues and some, you know, magic that I've tried to do to help the family, and it's backfired. So I guess that would be failed magic. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much hit the nail on the head there. And I don't know, the reason my videos are normally as long as what they are is because I have a lot to talk about, and being able to talk on video or, you know, to the camera or whatever, it's my outlet. You know, I mean, I've done videos for a long time, and that's one reason why I started videos, is because I needed an outlet. And I don't mean to, you know, drag it on, but it just happens. It's how it's always been with me. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll get to the point, you know, make it short, sweet, and easy, but it's not right now. So hopefully, you know, you all with ADD, I mean, I'm one of you, but maybe you can sit still long enough to watch the videos. And yeah, thank you for watching, and blessed be. You know, when I snapped earlier, you know, like that, something I've always had problems with, I can never snap with my left hand. I feel stupid. It's like, so when there's like double snapping involved, I can't do it. I mean, it just doesn't want to work, but that's fine. But I've always had that problem. Hi, Shorio. Damn gnats. Look, it's a mushroom. Mushroom and a rock. Mushroom and a rock. Mushroom.